presented by PrintKcups.com. Taped live and in color from Studio 505 at the Tribeca Flashpoint Academy in beautiful downtown Chicago, Illinois. It's Steve Gadlin's Star Makers.
When you feel so full of talent and you've got that special pep,
when Hollywood and Broadway are calling you and you want to take that very first step, I'm Steve Gadlin's Star Makers.
you're gonna do fine.
I'm Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. It's your time to shine.
The audience is seated, the spotlight's shining bright.
Get out there, you shooting star, and sparkle through the night.
Yeah.
I'm Steve Gadlin's Star Makers.
Clapping so loud.
I'm Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. You're wowing the crowd. Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. Yeah!
And now your host, Steve Gadlin.
I just love blowing up balloons until they explode in my face with a yop. There's something magical about that moment just before they burst. Welcome to Steve Gadlin's Star Makers, where we bring you tomorrow's stars of Hollywood and or Broadway. These talented people are poised at that moment too, about to burst onto the scene in thousands of colorful rubber chunks. And it's you that holds the pin. I can't wait to introduce them to you. But before we get to popping those silly balloons, let's say hello to our PrintKcups.com studio audience, Kristen Marie Thurman and Kevin Thurman. Sometimes things that are just normal old skills can become talents if you do them very quickly. For instance, there's nothing special in the way I move my arms around, but what if I told you I can move my arms in short bursts at 90,000 miles per hour? Boom, zam, whip! Our next guest breaks those same speed barriers, but with a plain old thing called, you guessed it, the alphabet. Here's James Fastletter with his talent, saying the alphabet at all different speeds.
Thank you. Come with me on, if you will, onto a trip down onto Memories Lane. Back into the 6th grade and the first time that you learned to do the alphabet. And then you fell in love with those 20 some odd letters. And in the 7th and 8th grade, you would spend your time on the playgrounds with your other friends, reciting the alphabet back and forth to each other to see who was the quickest. Hi, my name is James Fastletter, and I am part of a group called the Alphabet Racers. We meet privately 1 to 3 times a month with each other to share stories and, most importantly, to recite the alphabet to each other and timing it to see who is the quickest. We've also done our alphabet at private parties where people invited us to come and to talk to guests at the parties and challenge them to race the alphabets with us and against us. I have the honor of being the fastest alphabet reciter in the Alphabet Racers Club, and I would like to challenge you, the audiences at home and here in our audiences, to race me with the alphabet. I do ask the in-house audience to not say it out loud, but at home, please feel free to say the alphabet out loud as we race the alphabet. And just a few of the rules for the alphabet. We go from A to Z, not the other way. And the other main rule is that you must pronounce each letter completely and fully. Some people like to try to challenge me, and like they'll combine letters like A, B, C, D, F, G, and that is not the proper pronunciation for the alphabet. So I will count down onto my stopwatch. I'll count 1 and 2, and then on 3 is when we'll begin with A. All right, my 1, 2, A, B, C. Hold on, sorry. This is a new stopwatch. Okay. 1, 2, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. 8 seconds. Thank you.
James Fastletter, what an impressive display. Thank you for being on Steve Gadlin Star Makers.
Thank you, Steve.
I bet it's exciting for you to be standing here at the intersection of Hollywood and/or Broadway.
Yes, it is. I never thought I'd be here.
Are there groups that also count?
I'm sure there are.
Well, when you think custom coffee gifts, think printkcups.com. With custom coffee flavors and designs, their personalized single-serve coffee cups are sure to please clients, friends, and all the coffee lovers in your life. Printkcups.com for all your custom coffee gifting. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
What's the attraction at Tilted Kilt Pub and Eatery? It's more than our 30 draft and bottled beers or our mouth-watering menu. It's the best-looking sports pub you've ever seen. Tilted Kilt Pub and Eatery. A cold beer never looked so good.
It's the Smarty Pants Balloon Kit.
You get the pump, you get the book, you get the balloons, you get everything to make everything. A dog, a cat, this hat, a monkey, a sword, a mouse, even this house. You get everything to make everything. Be more fun at work, be more fun at school, be more fun at party. You get everything to make everything. Order now and receive double the balloons.
You learn by doing. The great thing that you guys do here at Flashpoint is exactly that.
I don't think you could be here for too long without the sort of infectious nature of everyone being hungry to learn.
Tribeca Flashpoint is set up in a way where the whole direction of the school is preparing the students for the real world.
Show people that you're willing to do anything for what you want to do. No fear, no greed, no envy.
Here's a real tongue twister for you. Can you imagine a song written about a singer that sings songs? Well, if you can't imagine it, you will be able to imagine it shortly, because we're usually much better at imagining things once we've experienced them. Here are singers Tam and Roberta singing a song about a pretty famous singer that I bet you'll recognize. Here's a hint: a honka honka honka.
Hey, Roberta.
Hello, Tam.
Well, I was just thinking about my favorite singer, you know?
That's my favorite singer, too.
Well, let's sing a song about it.
Opa!
We love Elvis Presley. We love the way he sings. He goes a honka honka honka, a honka honka honka, a beep bop doobie ding.
He's our favorite jailhouse rocker. He can be our teddy bear. It's a 1 for the money, a 2 for his honey, and a 3 for his groovy hair.
Have you seen our Elvis Presley and the way he swings his hips? If Elvis could come here right now, I'd kiss him on the lips.
Hey!
Elvis Presley, they call him the king. His crown is forged of heart and soul. He was born to dance, he was born to sing. He was born to be the king of rock and roll.
Oh, Elvis is so fancy. rhinestones on his clothes.
The spotlight makes him shimmer, the ladies they all simmer.
And some men too, I suppose.
Hey!
He holds court at Graceland. It's his castle and his home. He goes a honka, 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 a honka, 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 'cause you know he's not alone.
Elvis is so famous, everybody knows his name. He goes a honka, 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 a honka, 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 and he sure enjoys the fame.
A honka, honka, honka.
A honka, 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 ooh.
A honka, honka, honka.
A honka, honka, honka.
Beep, beep, screedly, scoo. Elvis Presley, they call him the king. His crown is forged of heart and soul. He was born to dance, he was born to sing. He was born to be the king of rock and roll.
Let's hear some honkas.
Okay. A honka, honka, honka.
A honka, honka, honka.
A honka, honka, honka.
A honka, honka, honka.
Tam and Roberta, please join me here at the intersection of Hollywood and our Broadway. Thanks so much for being on Steve Gadlin Star Makers.
Thanks for having us, Steve.
It's a real pleasure.
Boy, the pleasure was ours, and I say it's about time someone paid fitting tribute to a real rock and roll legend like Elvis Presley. What inspired you to write and perform this song?
Elvis himself inspired us.
We like him a lot, and we're sad that he's gone.
Well, or is he? Am I right? That was sure evident that you enjoyed him in that beautiful tribute. I like an old joke about Elvis. If Elvis was in a salad, he'd be Elvis Parsley.
That's funny.
It's a play on words that I always found real entertaining, just like Elvis himself. So what are your favorite Elvis songs?
I like Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love.
I like Heartbreak Hotel.
Oh, that's a good one. Those are both excellent Elvis songs. You hear a lot of Elvis on the radio, and hopefully we'll be hearing Tam and Roberta on the radio pretty soon, too. Where else can people see you or hear you right now?
You can see us in our living room.
People are welcome at any time. We practice and rehearse there.
Well, that's an open invitation to every single one of you. Hey, if you've ever seen a real nerd before, you may have said something like, "Boy, you're sure a square." If that dumb old nerd looked at you with a confused face, and you're positive he or she understood English, there may be another culprit here. He may have thought you were talking about pocket squares. That's right, pocket squares are a different kind of square. That means a cloth that goes in your pocket. And there are lots of ways to fold those pocket squares. Here to introduce us to the talent of pocket squares is Allen Rubin.
Hi, I'm Allen Rubin. I'm the announcer on a podcast called Lozano and Friends that we do at the Museum of Broadcast Communication in Chicago. We had Steve on as a guest not long ago, and after the show we were talking, and I told him about a particular ability that I had, and he asked me to bring it here to the show to share with his audience. So that simple conversation led to the creation of this world-renowned act known as Allen Rubin, Master of the Pocket Square. Now, it may not be world-renowned, but well, honestly, nobody else knows about it except for my 15-year-old daughter, Jackie, and she told me if any of her friends watch this show, she'll deny that I'm her father. But nonetheless, I have no talent, but I wanted to be on TV. I'm like Kim Kardashian. So I know how to fold pocket squares, so that's what got me here. So we're going to have some other things going on because I know it can be kind of boring and dry to just watch pocket squares get folded. So what does every act need? Some pretty girls and some music. So to cover both aspects of that, here's our segment producer from Lozano and Friends, Ann Sheehan, with her guitar. Say hello, Ann. Hello. Ann is very talented. Unfortunately, she only knows one song A Horse with No Name. So she'll be strumming that throughout our performance. Please enjoy it. If you need any musical acts, contact us. She'll be happy to play at your parties. Also, what else do you need when you're going to fold a pocket square? You need a model. So for that job, we have the host of Lozano and Friends, Tony Lozano. As you can see, Tony is the perfect example of how not to dress, but he's all I could get at the last minute as a model, so we got to use him. So to cover a couple of things about pocket squares, first of all, they've been a fashion statement for men since the early 1900s or so. It's just a simple piece of fabric. Generally, it's cotton, silk, or linen. If you ever see a polyester one, run away. You don't want polyester. It comes in multiple colors, stripes. You don't want to do a solid tie and solid pocket square. Too boring. You want to put pattern, you can put pattern. There's really no right or wrong with it. It's whatever you prefer. Now, I'm going to be showing you 3 of my favorite pocket square folds. You don't catch this right away, you can go online. There's all kinds of examples of how to do it. So here is a silk pocket square. Solid silk. Now, the first fold I'm going to do is called the puff. So you lay the pocket square down. You pick it up in points, in 4 points, then squeeze them together gently. You then fold up the back and you insert it in the pocket. Voila, can we have a little, thank you. So that's the puff. Now, if you watch TV a lot, different celebrities wear pocket squares differently. For example, if you ever watch the Steve Harvey show, he wears a pocket square in every episode, but he not only does the puff, he'll do the points like I have at the same time with the same pocket square, and he has it up to here. It's like, come on, Steve, make up your mind, one or the other. It's too much. Then on the opposite end, you have Bill O'Reilly, who every time he has a reporter on who wears a pocket square, he just snidely comments on it like it's too feminine or too extreme. You know, Bill, get a life. You know, you're a good dresser. You need a little accent there. So now moving on to the points, which is what I'm wearing. You take the pocket square, you lay it down and fold it into a triangle. You fold it again. You bring this end up to a point. You bring this end up to a point, and you stick it in there. And there you have the 3-point pocket square. Thank you, thank you. Now, the more conservative one is called the straight fold. This is what a lot of businessmen wear because they want a little accent, but they don't want it to be too extreme, like they put too much thought into how they look. So they want to dress up their outfit a little bit. So what they do is they take the pocket square and fold it like this in a nice square. That. And then they just put it in here like that. And it just gives a little style and a little color to their outfit without being too extreme. There are several other folds, but these are my 3 favorites. So thank you so much for watching. We are available for weddings and bar mitzvahs, and we're hoping to be the opening act for Taylor Swift at Soldier Field this summer, so we'll keep you posted if we do get that job. Thanks again for Tony Lozano, and I'm Allen Rubin from Lozano and Friends. Thanks for watching.
Alan, Ann, and Tommy, that was fantastic. Come on over here. Welcome to the intersection of Hollywood and/or Broadway, and thank you so much for being on Star Makers.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad we finally made it to the corner here.
Yes, it was fantastic to watch all of those different pocket squares be folded.
I want to dress you up a little bit and see how this changes your life now. I think you're going to have a different reaction to yourself from this point on.
I think it pulls everything together. Well, thanks so much, guys. We loved having you on the show, and we'll all be wearing pocket squares tomorrow. We'll be right back.
like to show that I like something is by wearing a t-shirt about it.
We all have that in common, I suppose. Looks like we're all fans of Steve Gadlin Star Makers.
I sure am. I like it so much I bought this t-shirt on their website.
Which website again?
SGStarmakers.com.
Walter E. Smith, marker.
Action. Walter E. Smith designers are unbelievable. They'll come to your home, lay everything out. The results will be incredible.
At Smith, it's all about making your design vision a reality. The Smith designer will be your expert guide through this whole journey.
At Walter E. Smith, our designers help you find what you're looking for.
You'll find a look that fits at a price that fits.
If you're going to put money into furniture, you ought to get good quality furniture that's going to enhance your lifestyle.
Modern luxury, hand-picked, one-of-a-kind pieces. It's all here at Walter E. Smith. Come on down and see us today.
You learn by doing. The great thing that you guys do here at Flashpoint is exactly that.
I don't think you could be here for too long without the sort of infectious nature of everyone being hungry to learn.
Tribeca Flashpoint is set up in a way where the whole direction of the school is preparing the students for the real world.
Show people that you're willing to do anything for what you want to do. No fear, no greed, no envy.
Get ready to adjust the volume on your television set, especially if you're offended by loud, raucous noises. Our next act is a rock and roll band. And if you're unfamiliar with that particular genre, it's one that people with aversion to loud noises generally avoid. And if you're not a fan of dancing to a cool beat, you'd better glue yourself to your sofa, because rock and roll music has a tendency to make our feet extra happy. Consider yourself warned. Here's Poison Sword Mountain with their song, Wagons. Wow, I'm with Poison Sword Mountain, who just played the song Wagons for us. And guys, that was fantastic. Thanks for being on Steve Gadlin's Star Makers.
Thanks for having us. We're glad to be here.
Sure. Let's say our names for the people at home so they know and tell the instrument you played, too.
My name's Chaz. I play drums.
I'm Ryan, and I play bass.
I'm Casey, and I play the guitar and yell.
Wow, that was great. All of you guys were fantastic. And I noticed the two different guitars. It looked like there was the advanced guitar and a beginner's guitar. Tell us about the bass and why it has fewer strings.
It's easy to play. I'm a little shy, so I don't know. I got little girl hands, so I'm not talented enough to play this guy's guitar.
Well, I didn't say you were untalented. I thought you played fantastic. Sort of a beat guitar, or it's great, and it really enhanced the music. So tell me, Chaz, as the drummer, what motivates you to play this kind of music?
Aggression and alcohol sometimes motivates me. I don't know. I like rock and roll music.
That's great. We all love rock and roll music. And Casey, the singer and guitar player, can you tell us what got you into singing and guitar playing?
I've just done it a long time. I don't know. I was a young lad, and then I saw.
These are questions you probably want to think of answers to before you come, but no, that's fine. Maybe when we have you back next time, you'll have some more insightful answers into why you got into what you do. Not to say we didn't enjoy it. We had a great time watching it. And what is this type of music called? I know we've had punk music on here before and rapsters. What do you call this music, Ryan?
Rock music.
Punkster, I think.
And what is the difference between rock music and, hey, did you know that we're on Twitter? To talk about our show on Twitter, make sure you add Tic-Tac-Toe Star Makers to the end of your tweet. We had a great time listening to this rock music, and stay tuned because we'll be right back.
Well, one way I like to show that I like something is by wearing a t-shirt about it.
We all have that in common, I suppose. Looks like we're all fans of Steve Gadlin Star Makers.
I sure am. I like it so much I bought this t-shirt on their website.
Which website again?
SGStarmakers.com.
You learn by doing. The great thing that you guys do here at Flashpoint is exactly that.
I don't think you could be here for too long without the sort of infectious nature of everyone being hungry to learn.
Tribeca Flashpoint is set up in a way where the whole direction of the school is preparing the students for the real world.
Show people that you're willing to do anything for what you want to do. No fear, no greed, no envy.
And that wraps up another episode of Steve Gadlin Star Makers. I hope you've enjoyed this peek at tomorrow's stars of Hollywood and/or Broadway. Be sure to join us again next week or visit us online at http://sgstarmakers.com. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you again. Oh, the acts tonight were really great. Would you look at the time, though it's getting late. I hope to see you next time. See you next time. I hope to see you again. Well, the world is such a scary place, and I find peace when I see your face. I hope to see you next time. See you next time. I hope to see you again. We're born, then we die, and in between is a cacophony of chaos. What does it mean? I hope to see you next time. See you next time. I hope to see you again.
Yes, I hope to see you again.
Remember to dream big and do awesome things. This is Steve Gadlin saying, see you next time.